Smpsn Storm Soccer. Today's match features the visiting Bethel Royals and your Smpsn Storm. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Royals. In goal, number 1, Griffin Bloker. A defender, number 4, David Erickson. Defender, number 5, Ryan Swanda. A midfielder, number
9 degrees, now 91, looking to get up to 94 and still sunny. It's a scorcher out here today, and we will see probably a couple water breaks during this game because of that. The Storm are also coming off of a 2-2 tie, this time with St. Mary's. I'm sure head coach is excited to see what his team can produce today against the 3-0-2 Royals, who also are coming off of a tie. But they are as of yet undefeated. On the Storm side, we are looking at a 2-2-3 record, quite a couple more games than the Royals as of yet, but overall it's looking like a solid match for both teams, which most likely also means a low-scoring match. Our starting lineups here for Bethel: goalkeeper number 1, Griffin Blocker; number 4, defender David Erickson; defender number 5, Roy Swanda; midfielder number 6, Roy Kyle; forward number 9, Carter Sheard; forward number 10, Jordan Ross; midfielder number 17, Jack Gerber; midfielder number 19, Nathan Hunt; midfielder number 20, Dylan Magistad; forward number 21, Isaac Swenson; and defender number 24, Silas Ide. We've got kickoff here as we go into our Smpsn lineup. Goalkeeper number 1, Nate Hersom; defender number 2, Kinnick Andrews; midfielder number 3, Ian McRae; defender number 4, Sal Fratiani; defender number 5, Parker Zeller; defender number 8, Grant Strickler; forward number 9, Tim Sedlock; midfielder number 14, Eric Schmidt; midfielder number 20, Alan Martinez; defender number 28, Jack Hoops; and Romeo Alvarez, number 30, who is a midfielder. Starting off strong here, we see the Storm trying to move up the field. Bethel working hard. Just defended a good push from the Storm, working to move up into the Storm's defensive area. Here we see coming up the left side, a long pass.
Great ball, baby. Good job. Come on, Silas.
Go, Bethel!
Yeah, Silas.
As long as you're not over, I guess.
Already.
Good ball.
Oh.
Down right, down right.
Yes! Yes!
Yes! Way to go, boys! Great ball, Gerber! Jeff, great ball!
On both sides. Now we've got a Storm throw-in. Nope, a Royals throw-in. Now it's high-paced here, but no one really seems rushing. We've got a beautiful through ball here to number 24. 24 with another opportunity. Passes the ball in. Shot on goal, and that's a goal for the Royals. Some great teamwork. Beautiful assists there. And the Royals have their first goal. All right, and I'll get back to you on who scored that one. It was a lot of teamwork, I believe, between 10, 17, and 24. Just some great communication there. Quick passes and able to get that past junior Nate Hersom. Not much you can do when you have that many people passing the ball between them. You can't really track that.
Yes, dude.
Great shot. Way to go, JB.
Silas.
Good job, Silas.
Except also.
Great ball.
Good job, Silas.
Here. All right. Working their way, getting set up. Looks like this throw-in is going to be taken by Andrews. .22 coming on the field here. Kip Reidenhauer. And then we have a bit of a collision. Both players down. Reidenhauer looks like he's able to get back up. But we're going to stop the clock here for an injury.
Jordy, nice, Jordy.
Well done, Brett. Good ball, Dylan.
Are you guys the parents driving?
Come on, Jordy. Yes.
Hold on.
Possession taken back by the Royals until it's intercepted there. Number 5, Parker Zeller. Kicked up the field by one of the Royals players. Long pass to the keeper. Makes him get out of goal a bit there. Loader running forward, putting pressure on the keeper. And working up the field are the Royals. And there's a catch. Interesting calls here. We saw Nate Hersom had to dive over the Royals player in order to grab that ball. Didn't have much else of a choice, but we have a whistle blown here, so we'll see what the calling is. And we basically just took a minute to regroup and think about what happened as we have a kick here from Hersom.
Oh, great ball, Jordy.
Well done, Bethel!
Nice. Top, Davey. Oh, nice, Chris. Good job, keeper.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Way to go, Bethel! Great job, Dylan!
2 wins.
Way to go, Bethel!
Shooting and then he got hit so that he dislocated his knee for a second. But it was like fine when he was found.
Jordy, nice, Jordy. Nice, Mason.
Well done, Brett.
Silence.
Great ball, Dylan.
Are you guys the parents driving?
Come on, Jordy. Yes.
Well done. Right around him.
Possession taken back by the Royals until it's intercepted there. Number 5, Parker Zeller. Kicked up the field by one of the Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bill Buxton Stadium for the Smpsn Storm men's soccer, where the Storm will be taking on the Bethel Royals, who are coming off a tie with Bethany Lutheran. My name is Arson Sadlier, and it's a beautiful day here for the Storm. About 89 degrees, now 91, looking to get up to 94 and still sunny. It's a scorcher out here today, and we will see probably a couple water breaks during this game because of that. The Storm are also coming off of a 2-2 tie, this time with St. Mary's. I'm sure head coach is excited to see what his team can produce today against the 302 Royals, who also are coming off of a tie. But they are as of yet undefeated. On the Storm side, we are looking at a 2-2-3 record, quite a couple more games than the Royals as of yet, but overall it's looking like a solid match for both teams, which most likely also means a low-scoring match. Our starting lineups here for Bethel: goalkeeper number 1, Griffin Blocker; number 4, defender David Erickson; defender number 5, Roy Swanda; midfielder number 6, Roy Kyle; forward number 9, Carter Sheard; forward number 10, Jordan Ross; midfielder number 17, Jack Gerber; midfielder number 19, Nathan Hunt; midfielder number 20, Dylan Magistad; forward number 21, Isaac Swenson; and defender number 24, Silas Ide. We've got kickoff here as we go into our Smpsn lineup. Goalkeeper number 1, Nate Hersom; defender number 2, Kinnick Andrews; midfielder number 3, Ian McRae; defender number 4, Sal Fratiani; defender number 5, Parker Zeller; defender number 8, Grant Strickler; forward number 9, Tim Sedlock; midfielder number 14, Eric Schmidt; midfielder number 20, Alan Martinez; defender number 28, Jack Hoops; and Romeo Alvarez, number 30, who is a midfielder. Starting off strong here, we see the Storm trying to move up the field. Bethel working hard. Just defended a good push from the Storm, working to move up into the Storm's defensive area. Here we see coming up the left side, a long pass, not really going to get to anyone. See our goalkeeper, Nate Hersom, coming out to kick the ball up the field. Back in Smpsn possession, running across. Nice long pass, but it's intercepted by the Royals. Number 24, Silas Ide. Bit of a header there. Here we see Storm's number 3, Ian McRae, really being forced to run between quite a few different Royals players. But has number 14, I believe, working to move that up. I apologize if I get any of these Bethel numbers wrong. They're a little hard to see with the light color on the white. But we see the Storm moving back up the field. It's going to be a throw-in for your Smpsn Storm over on the Bethel side. Nice overhead throw there. Storm kicks it up in the air. Pass straight through. Beautiful work. Almost a scoring opportunity there, but the keeper comes out. Blocked side a little. Another beautiful pass there from number 30, Romeo Alvarez. Alvarez already had quite a few potential assists just within these first 3 minutes. Now we see a Storm throw-in. It's going to be taken by Kinnick Andrews, number 2. Straight through. Another pass to number 3. He goes for a shot just a little high and wide, but it's nice to start this match off strong, getting a few shots off at goal. Now we're going to see a goal kick from number 1, Griffin Blocker, out of the Bethel Royals side. It appears he's going for a long pass here. Sometimes we'll see keepers try to keep it amongst their defenders, work up the field slowly. That's not what's happening here. Beautiful kick, placed straight around Smpsn's 40-yard line, but it's headed forward by a Storm player. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Royals. Immediately taken. But defended well by the Storm. We see a attempted a pass up the field, but that'll be another Royals throw-in. Not much progress up the field made for either team here. We're just kind of resting around that Royals 20-yard line right now. Throw-in laterally, trying to get some more play time, but we see a little slip there. I believe that was from number 17, Jack Gerber. But the Royals recover well, passing the ball amongst themselves here. But but still close to the goal. The Storm trying to put on some pressure as the Royals attempt to clear it. Royals moving up the field. Long pass up. And it's received by number 24. I believe the only Royals player who wasn't offsides there. That was Silas Ide. He takes a little tumble. Ball goes out of bounds. The refs aren't having it. No foul there. That'll be a goal kick for Smpsn Storm, taken, I believe, by Nate Hersom. Just a lateral pass, like I was talking about earlier. Not everyone wants to kick that ball super far forward every time. And now we have a foul on the Royals. Smpsn Storm got fouled here. We're going to have a kick at around our own 25-yard line. Moving up the field there. Getting set. This time we might try to get a bit more distance on it. Get the ball a little farther up, and there we go. Passed all the way. Headed forward by a Royals player. And that's an opportunity for the Storm, but it is caught by the Royals goalkeeper, Griffin Blocker. We've already had quite a few of these opportunities. You know that if you're Smpsn head coach Rick Isaacson, you're really happy to be seeing the amount of opportunities we've had this early into the game, only past about 5 minutes. The Royals have the ball again, slowly working up the field, passing between their players, and it's taken back by number 3, Ian McCrae. McCrae, who had that attempt on the goal earlier. Now we see number 30 trying to recover the ball. There's really scrappy play happening here. We've seen both 30 and 3 go down for our Storm, and they're both back up. We're going to have a foul on that and a good kick opportunity for the Storm. Here we see, I believe, number 8 adjusting the ball. Grant Strickler getting ready for his kick. Beautiful pass in. Just a little to the right of the goal, but keeper Griffin Blocker catches it anyway. He's sending everyone forward, probably going to go for a punt here. Telling his defenders to get up there. Looking for some early scores. Both teams trying to get their offense off as soon as possible. A beautiful header there for your Storm, but possession is taken again by the Royals. Just passing between each other, not really making much progress on the field until now. Nice through pass. Get outpaced a little on the side there. The Royals with a real opportunity, but it's picked up by Nate Hersom. Nate Hersom, the junior out of Urbandale, Iowa. He has been doing some great stuff for the Smpsn Storm team. He has played, I believe he's started almost every game. The only other keeper playing for us has been Chaplain Mason. Now we see a throw in for the Royals. Working up the field. Nice through pass there. So they're trying to put some more pressure on the Storm defense. But once again cleared. Now we're seeing a lot of clearances here, but since those balls are going so high in the air so far, it's really anyone's game once they land. So we've seen quite a few clearances that just land in the other team's feet on both sides. Now we've got a Storm throw-in. A Royals throw-in. Now it's high-paced here, but no one really seems rushing. We've got a beautiful through ball here to number 24. 24 with another opportunity. Passes the ball in. Shot on goal, and that's a goal for the Royals. Some great teamwork. Beautiful assists there. And the Royals have their first goal. All right, and I'll get back to you on who scored that one. It was a lot of teamwork, I believe, between 10, 17, and 24. Just some great communication there. Quick passes and able to get that pass, junior Nate Hersom. Not much you can do when you have that many people passing the ball between them, you can't really track that. All right, and we're off again. The Royals making another push, putting more pressure on the Smpsn defense, trying to keep it up the field here. (17-24). Back to 4. Royals doing a lot of passing between themselves. Not really in a rush, just trying to maintain possession for as long as possible. And here we see number 30 for our Storm, Romeo Alvarez, get a little tripped up. Some could argue there might be some theatrics there, but we get our kick, so strategy is strategy. And the Storm goes for their free kick. And that's something you notice. There's a big difference in men's and women's soccer with the amount of dives and stuff you'll see happening. Women tend generally to get up a bit faster, just try to focus on the game, whereas men are taught as part of strategy to take a few dives. It's a real different stylistically thing, both of which have their merit in the sport. Here we see the Royals trying to press again on the left side of that field. And it's kicked out by the Storm defense. That's going to be a Royals throw-in. Royals taking a bit of time to figure out who's going to be taking that throw for them, but they're up 1-0 in no rush. All right, beautiful throw in there. Treating it almost like a corner kick, and with an arm like that, you can see why, but it's cleared once again by the Storm. We're going to have another throw in for the Bethel Royals. These first 5 minutes were sort of all Smpsn Storm, taking lots of shots there on the Royals side, but then Royals end up getting a score, and it's been all Bethel since. Hit out by Nate Hersom. An overhand hit. Not able to catch it, but we're working up the field. Here we saw some good work between Hoops and Alvarez, moving the ball up the field. Here we see number 9, Tim Sedlock, getting a little pushy on the side here. There's no calls, but a bit of a tumble from one of the Bethel players. The Storm still moving up the field. Left-footed kick, and that'll be a field goal. And a goal kick for Bethel. Once again, we see Griffin Blocker telling his defenders, get out of here, move forward. And we have time called here. Clock is stopped. It appears the ref's having a discussion with the Royals head coach. That'll be Jeremy Iwaskovic. I apologize if I've ruined that. All right, he's coming back on the field. Not quite sure what that was about, but whistle's blown. Once again, a beautiful kick by Blocker. Brought forward, kicked out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Bethel Royals. Getting back into match pace. He starts and stops. Although useful in this, he definitely changed the rhythm of the game, and that could definitely be a hindrance to those players who are used to high-paced, fast matches. Ball kicked long, high in the air. Keeper Nate Hersom, not unafraid to get out of the box, even under pressure, runs out and heads the ball to one of his teammates. Storm bringing it up the right side of the field, tries for a pass, but it's intercepted by a Royals player's body. Here we see Royals number 17. That'll be Jack Gerber doing a lot of work. He's sort of everywhere for the Royals. We're passing amongst their defense again, trying to work up to the Storm field, broaden their lead. And that's another foul there. One of the Storm players, I believe it was once again, Ian McRae gets knocked over, back on his feet, and we've got a kick for the Storm. Beautiful long kick there, straight to one of the Royals players' head. Storm trying to regain possession. Kicked forward by number 4, Sal Fratiani. Fratiani and McRae. McRae to Romeo. Alvarez. Alvarez to Hoops, and that was kicked out of bounds there. That should be a corner kick for the Storm, and it is. Everyone's sort of jogging down, trying to get set. Corner kicks are something that are often missed opportunities. It's really 50-50. Ball up in the air that high, it could go anywhere. For the Storm, we're hoping it goes in the goal. Kicked out of bound, or outside to number 30. Pardon me, Romeo Alvarez, trying to keep the ball more controlled for a better shot. Doesn't quite happen. Kicked out of bounds by the Royals. A bit of a rough collision there. We've seen a couple times from Storm Soccer, men and women's, where they go further out for a better attempt at a shot on goal. It's an interesting tactic that has worked for them in the past, getting some good shots off on the goal. This time, defense of the Royals was just there, and now we've had a very long shot here for who I believe was number 13. Taking a long shot for the Storm, went out of bounds, and that was a goal kick for the Royals. Out of bounds again after that kick, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Royals. Number 24 taking this again. That'll be Silas Ide. They've switched it. It is now being thrown in by David Erickson. Erickson got the ball back, kicked out once again by number 13, Zach Klein. Down the line. Cleared far by the Storm. Possession back with Erickson. Erickson's been a very pivotal player for the Royals defense. He's been on the sidelines here doing a lot of work for them. He's sort of everywhere this whole game. But so is Simpson's number 30, Romeo Alvarez. Oh, ball coming up here, attacking the press box a bit. And we've got a throw-in for the Royals, as that went just a little out of bounds. Thrown down the line. Cleared up the field by the Storm, but it's taken back once again by number 4, David Erickson. The ref is hit a little bit in the back there. After an attempt at a pass from our number 30, Romeo Alvarez. So we're reset just a little. Simpson defense, we're going to bring it up. Beautiful run. They're taking on a defender. Passed up the field, just unable to be received. That'll be a throw-in for Bethel. The Storm trying to turn around the momentum of this game. It's a lot of back and forth right now, but with Bethel up by 1 goal, they want it to be all Storm as you normally do. It's kicked out once again by the Royals, and that time it'll be a corner kick for the Storm. Storm players moving down towards the goal. And I cannot see who's taking that. All right, and that earlier goal for the Royals had been scored by number 10, Jordan Ross. Ross, that is his 4th goal of the season. He's ties him up as lead scorer with Carter Sheard. Ross is a senior out of Maple Grove, Minneapolis. After that corner, we now have Royals possession. Long kick there. Aimed at 25, but goes out of bounds. We have a throw in there for the Storm. Number 2, Kinnick Andrews takes it, throws it down the line. Bit of a battle. A lot of pressure shown from both teams. No one's really able to rest with the ball. It looks like they're taking a bit of a breather here. Just working to catch their breaths out in this heat. Another Storm pass goes through. Long kick by number 2. There's not really going to be any Storm players there. It is received by goalkeeper Griffin Blocker, who hasn't picked the ball up yet, waiting for someone to run up to him. And once that's been done, he's now ready, telling his team to go out, pushing him forward in the field. He wants to get more goals there, not just maintain this 1-0 lead. It's still early in the match. We've got a whistle on that play. Looks like that'll be a foul on the Storm. Kick is going to be taken, I believe, by number 5, Ryan Swanda. Swanda taking his time, watching the field. Goes for his kick, super deep. Intercepted by number 4, Sal Fratiani. Great defensive player for the Storm. You know, these are the names you don't hear too much in these broadcasts because they're not up there trying to score goals, but he's a really pivotal player and does a great work being everywhere on defense. Here you can see even now he's helping command his team on where to be as we got another throw in. A few headers there, ball up in the air. Nice pass there from Kinnick Andrews up to Alan Martinez, but the ball's back in Royals possession until it's cleared again by, I believe, Grant Strickler, number 8. Royals moving up the field. No one really able to hold the ball for too long in this match. It's been a lot of back and forth. Every time someone gets the ball, the other team tends to get it back pretty quickly. And here we have a bit of rest for the teams, just kicking the ball back and forth amongst the defense until it's kicked up the field. That'll be a Storm throw-in. It goes just out of bounds, and now we have a few substitutions for each team. Everyone getting settled. And the whistle's blown. Nice throw in there down the line, but it goes straight to a Bethel player's head. Luckily intercepted again by the Storm. Storm trying to move up the field. The Royals have the ball back. Passing between each other, no longer in too much of a rush. You can tell they want to extend their lead going for these long balls, but they're unafraid to hold the ball amongst their defense for a little bit. And that's a beautiful through ball there. But it is. Here we go. We have a whistle blown here. And they've called it out of bounds with a goal kick for the Storm. Light pass to Kinnick Andrews. Andrews passing, I believe, to Alvarez. Alvarez up the field. It goes out of bounds. Little jump there from Tate Downs trying to get to that ball. Just unable to. Good throw in there. Straight down to David Erickson. Ball goes out again. It looks like that's going to be a corner kick for the Royals. These corners are dangerous. And we'll have to see how both teams do on the Storm side. We've seen a couple already over against Bethel. Taking a bit of time to get set up. Ball goes out a little far, and that'll be a goal kick for the Storm. Now we've seen two different types of kicks here on these corners. We've seen those ones where they're just going for a goal or at least going for an assist to a goal, and then that one Storm one we had where they went out of bounds, or pardon me, out of where the scrum was. Both of which resulting in good attempts, but here we have a massive foul by the Storm. Completely knocked over, I believe that was number 17, Jack Gerber. And so we've got another kick here for the Bethel Royals. A little bit of a tackle there. Not necessarily intentional. When you're running that quickly, it's kind of hard to divert where you're going. But if you weren't so good at soccer already, I'd say you should consider hockey. Here we see this kick is going to be taken by our goalkeeper here, Nate Hersom. Hersom passing across. Number 2 has to run back a little, Andrews. But it's a beautiful pass from him up the field until it's taken back by the Royals. Storm defense has been working a lot, and so far they've been doing really well. Aside from that one goal, a lot of clearances working up the field, and now we're hoping to see something more from our offense coming up that right side. Long pass, just a little too far. That seems to be a bit of a recurring thing with both teams, trying to get these balls into the right placement, either too fast or too far, and there's only so much you could do when you're running at those high speeds. Now we've got a Storm throw-in. Beautiful long throw straight into the middle. Headed by Alvarez, but kicked out by Bethel. Here we see, I believe, Grant Strickler running back, passing to Hersom. Hersom going to try and get this ball up the field again. A lot of pressure being put on him. A bit of a shoulder check there as he is approached by, I believe, I can't see that, but some good physical work from a goalkeeper, Nate Hersom. And we're going to have a foul there after a bit of a push. There we go, a nice kick there. And that is caught by Nate Hersom, who makes it look easy. And now we're going to stop and give both teams a bit of a break to get some water, get hydrated, rested up in this 92-degree heat. I'll be back in about a minute. The current score is Smpsn 0, Bethel 1. And see you soon. Roll Storm. And we are back, starting with a goal kick here by junior Nate Hersom, Storm goalkeeper. Ball up the field. Royals defense doing a good job of clearing the ball. Number 24 once again there, Silas Ide. And it's kicked out again by Hersom up to Ide accidentally. Hard to control those long balls. As long as it's cleared out of your defensive area, you're happy there. All right, the Royals have the ball again. Number 17, Jack Gerber, playing a crucial role in a lot of these plays. But the Storm has the ball again. Long ball all the way up to, I believe, Jack. Nope. Alan Martinez shot in almost. Really well defended there. And the ball is back out and cleared for the Royals. The Storm now in a bit of trouble, but Nate Hersom able to come through, pick up the ball. And the whistle was blown over on that far side of the field. Starting again here. A lot of work from the Storm to try and get at least in the goalie's box. The Royals have been doing a great job of defending, coming up the left side of the field now, trying to get another opportunity to widen their lead. It's well defended there by the Storm. Kicked long up the field, but there are no red jerseys over there, and the ball is just going to be kicked over by their goalkeeper, Griffin Blocker. Bersham. Once again, this defense is very happy to just pass the ball amongst themselves, kill a bit of time, let people breathe, and just keep the ball in their possession. Passing back to the keeper a lot. Storm unable to do much here except for watch. Every time they get close, that ball's going to be passed, and now it's finally going up the field a little bit. They're running up. 24, 19. And the Royals still working forward on that field. Passing between themselves. Making the Storm run after them. Trying to exhaust them a little. A big opportunity here for Shady Minty. But that ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for Hersom. Now we see a few substitutions. It appears 3 on the Royal side, 2 for Smpsn. Get some players a bit of time to breathe. Not only is soccer an exhausting sport as it is, but with the heat like this, I cannot imagine being out there. Yeah, both teams showing great skills, keeping the pace super high as we wait for that whistle to be blown so Hersom can take his goal kick. Clock started again, lining up. Pass forward, pass back. Small little play there between Hersom and Fratiani. Making the Royals run after them. Giving a taste of their own medicine a little bit there. Long kick for the Storm. All the way up to number 15, I believe that was. And that was a bit of an attempt for the Storm, but once again out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Griffin Blocker. Blocker once again telling his defenders to get all the way out. This time we're not playing as much chess here on the defense, passing in between ourselves, trying to get it, widen the gap, so to say. Great control here after having 3 Storm defenders on him. And now we're going to have a bit of a breather again. We see these Bethel defenders got to be able to pass amongst themselves for a little bit here. Long kick over to the side. Royals have possession again. Working up the field. And that's a long pass hoping to get through. And it is blocked. Storm defense. Apologize, I can't get a name for you there. A little far, and these numbers don't seem to want to show themselves to me. Here we'll have a throw-in for the Royals. Taking a bit of time. Couple substitutions. Whistle's blown again. And we have the whistle blown once more. Referee coming over here. And there we go. Throw in. Defended well by the Storm. And that's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Griffin Blocker telling everyone to get out there. Does not want to keep the ball his side of the field too long. And he does a beautiful pass. Hits almost the throat of one of his players, but they're able to control it. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in once again for the Royals. Short throw-in before a long kick. Headed out of bounds. That should be a Storm throw-in now. Running up the field, long throw. Straight to the chest of one of the Storm players. Bit of a battle there to try and maintain possession. But so far, so good for this Storm. It's tripped up a little bit, maintains possession. Nice pass through. A lot of work here between 13 and 6 on the Storm side. Is knocked over. And that's clean take there by number 11, Omar Amur. There we go, back to number 6, Tate Downs, who's been pivotal here in these interactions. Andrews, long, back to Downs. Downs, far across the field, hoping he can get there in time. He does. Ball is kept in, but it's passed to a Royals player. Bethel trying to bring it back up the field. The Storm unable to get anything, but a lot of great offense shown there, and the Storm has possession once again. Pass back to number 2, Kennick Andrews. Andrews taking on number 25, Eblu Louis. Working up, long pass. Off the chest of number 11. He has position. Omar. And there we had a really nice shot on goal. Beautiful save for Blocker. But it's good to be getting these shots off again. Make the keeper work. And he's telling everyone, get out. Under 10 minutes left in this first half. Beautiful punt by Griffin Blocker. And it is picked up by Hersom. After a little header there by, I believe, Minty Shady. No rush there from Hersom. Making sure everyone's where he wants them to be. And the ball goes out of bounds. That'll be a Storm throw-in. And we've got some substitutions here. All right. Working their way, getting set up. Looks like this throw-in is going to be taken by Andrews. .22 coming on the field here. Kip Reidenhauer. And then we have a bit of a collision. Both players down. Reidenhauer looks like he's able to get back up. But we're going to stop the clock here for an injury. Hope everything is all right. Both teams coming off the field a little bit here. Trainer coming out, ref talking to Kip Reidenhauer. And won't be any speculations here, just hope everything's okay. And we are back. Best of wishes to him. Hope everything is all right. Starting here with a kick from Bethel. Taken there by Owen Bersham. Goes up the field. Storm has possession again. Working up the field. Beautiful pass there from Downs up to, I believe, Braden Sithonarath. Up the field to number 23, Andrew Loader. Loader getting a great shot off there. Goes out of bounds, and now we've got a corner for your Storm. Now this one's probably not going to be too much to the center. A little far out. And it's long. Great header, goes out of bounds. That should be a goal kick for Bethel. Once again, taken by Griffin Blocker. Blocker getting set up here. Once again, everyone going long. Received by the Storm, but straight back to the defense of the Royals. And a long pass up there to Minty Shady. Shady, beautiful pass sliding there all the way out to Menendez. But it's taken back by the Storm. Pass long by Omar Amer all the way up to, once again, Braden Sithonarath. Goes out of bounds, and that will be a Storm throw-in. A little attempt there, but it's caught by Griffin Blocker. Blocker sending everyone back out. Long punt. Placed right at the feet of Minty Shady. Shady trying to get through. A great little tackle there from number 16, Jonathan Barrios Munoz. But Shady maintains position, playing a really physical game there. Little bit of a shot there from number 25, Eblulue, but it's easily stopped by Nate Hersom. Hersom going for a pass to Barrios Munoz, who's able to receive it, going backwards a little bit. Passing back to number 4, Fratiani. Sal Fratiani passing down the line. Grant Strickler. Fratiani back to Barrios Munoz. Up the field. Great work there on that reception from Kip Reidenhauer. Bit of a collision there. Back in Storm possession, trying to bring it onto Bethel's side one more time, hoping to enter the locker rooms with at least a tie. Bethel happy with their 1-0 lead right now. That ball is picked up by Griffin Blocker. Blocker having a little conversation there before the long punt. Straight out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for the Storm. It's up in the air. Storm moving down the field. This ball's not settling anywhere right now. A little pushy on the sidelines there, but we're going to have another corner kick for the Smpsn Storm. I believe that is Braden Sathanarath going to take that. And that's an opportunity right to the feet of Bethel's player, though. It's cleared a bit by the Royals there. But 16, Jonathan Barrios Munoz able to get it, kick it back in. But the Royals let that ball go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for them. With under 4 minutes here left, or at about 3:20 in this first half. Since that first goal scored by the Royals, there hasn't been much. A lot of back and forth between both teams. It's been a bit more possession on the Storm side. We've seen Blocker having to work quite a bit to stop or at least get some goal kicks in. Most of the possession and all the work that's been happening has stayed on Bethel's side. But the scoreboard does not reflect that right now, with the Storm down 0-1. Attempted a pass inbounds, it goes out. That'll be a throw-in for Smpsn. Taken quickly, about 2.5 minutes left. Here we go. Storm has the ball once again, trying to pass it forward, get something on the goal. Long kick in there, and it is caught by Blocker. Blocker having a great jump there, receiving that ball. And now he's going to send everyone back out. Go for yet another punt. Ball goes straight to Barrios Munoz, who since getting on the field, it's been a name I've said a lot. He's been very involved everywhere he needs to be. Andrews up the field. Long pass, but that's going to go straight into the hands of Blocker, who receives that and sends everyone up the field again. Long kick, headed by Tate Downs. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Bethel Royals. Taken by number 22, Menendez. Oh, switched over to Owen Bersham. Bersham throws down the line, goes out of bounds. That'll be another throw-in at the 1 minute mark. Minty Shady trying to control that ball. Lots of pressure there from Downs. Ball goes long. Here we see Nate Hersom looking for a long kick up the field, trying to get something with only 40 seconds left. And we have a whistle blown. Probably a little foul there. Might have been called offsides for number 23, Andrew Loader, who is a freshman out of Ankeny. He's been playing really well, and especially for a freshman on a new team like this. He's been sort of everywhere. You get offsides a little bit, that's fine. 5 seconds left, not much happening anyway. A nice little attempt there from Loader trying to get the goalie to work, but that'll be the end of the first half. Entering the locker rooms, Storm 0, Bethel Royals 1. We will see you in about 15 minutes. Roll Storm. And we are back. After the first half, we are looking at a score of Bethel up by 1 point. Still a very close match. Not a lot after that first goal, which was scored in about 6 minutes into that match. Not the best thing to see if you're a Storm fan, but still a lot of game left. And so far it's been pretty equal, with the Storm having about 7 shots off on goal as compared to the Royals 3. The Royal only having 1 shot on goal, and that going in, that was scored by, pardon me, that goal was scored by number 10, Jordan Ross, who for the Royals is a senior out of Maple Grove, Minneapolis. Other than that, we haven't seen much. A lot of shots off for the Storm, and we're starting with the ball, long pass forward, and the ball has yet to come down. Finally controlled a bit there by number 6, but we have a whistle blown. Foul on the sides there, it appears. And it'll be a free kick for the Royals. All right, going for that kick. That I believe that was number 5, Ryan Swanda. Nice long kick forwards, gets it all the way onto the Storm side. Royals still have possession, but it is cleared there just a little bit by, I believe that was David Erickson. The Royals are back on the offense, trying to push the ball up. And now the Storm having an opportunity. A lot of back and forth here between the players. No one really having possession, but we have a whistle blown over there once again. And that'll be another kick for Bethel. It appears that they'll be passing between themselves a little bit longer here. Now they're trying to work up the field. That 1-goal lead isn't going to hold them there for too long if everything goes well for the Storm. Here we see 9-13. I believe that was 13 with a shot in. It's a little long. The ball's still in, though. Storm working to bring that closer to the center of the field. Hopefully get a good shot off at goal. The ball's moving back a bit. Storm defenders passing between themselves. There we go. Here we see number 6 once again. That will be, pardon me, Tate Downs working to bring that ball up. And some great defense for the Royals here. Long pass for Bethel. Bethel trying to get a shot off, but they've really only got 1 white jersey up there, and he's being guarded really well by number 4, Sal Fratiani. Fratiani getting the ball back. Bit of a shove. Royals player down. He's getting back up. There's no foul. All clean play, and he's back on the field. Here we see some passes back, just slowing down the game a little, taking a breather. And that's just unable to be controlled under the pressure. That'll be a throw-in for the Royals. Number 20, Dylan Magistad, taking that throw-in. I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but at the end of that last half, the Royals ended up having to play with a player out. So they were 1 player down on the field, and that is due to certain substitution rules. Once you substitute, you're not necessarily allowed to bring them back in until after a certain amount of time, and they'd used up all their players on the bench, so they were forced to play a player down after someone got injured. Now we've got a long kick up the field, back up to all their players out, 11 out there. And now we've got a throw-in for the Storm. That'll be number 2, Kinnick Andrews, taking that throw-in up the field. It's cleared a bit by the Royals, but it's straight back. I believe that was to Downs. Got some passing. Working up the field, trying to get some control. And we're all the way out on that right side of the field now, having a little breather. Downs with the ball once again, passing up. Makes it to 13. Zach Klein. Klein weaving through a few defenders before getting the ball out to Alvarez. Alvarez with the ball once again, passing back to number 4, Sal Fratiani. Fratiani turning back in. That'll be a pass to the goalkeeper, Nate Hersom. Hersom looking out to the right there. Nice pass to Grant Strickler. Strickler, who did a lot in that first half of the game. Just a little hard to call due to distance, but he's a great defender, and he's been pivotal in helping keep those goals scored down to only 1 for the Royals. And there we have a foul on the Royals. That'll be a free kick there for Smpsn Storm. And there's that name I was saying just earlier, Grant Strickler, coming up to take that shot for the Storm. Strickler tossing the ball forward a little bit, trying to get it set. The ref saying none of that. Makes him reset the ball there. And it is off. Headed out by one of the Royals players. They're trying to stop the Storm offense. The Storm trying once again to bring that forward, but it's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for the Bethel Royals. Taken by Griffin Blocker. He's been doing a really good job this game. In that first half, he was able to get only 1 save because there weren't very many shots on goal there. But a lot of long kicks for him, a lot of goal kicks, a lot of punts. And everyone has been placed very well. This one is intercepted by the Storm. Storm working to get up the field again. And that'll be a long pass from number 23, Loader. It's cleared just a little bit. And we have a foul called. It was on number 30, Romeo Alvarez, I believe. And so that'll be a Storm free kick there. Taken once again by Grant Strickler. Strickler just placing the ball down this time, not throwing it forward. Doesn't want to get in trouble with those refs again. And the team sets in motion. Whistle blown. Or kick straight at the goal. Headed out by one of the Bethel players. Strickler's there, however, to try and pass forward. Make sure this stays as an offensive game. Romeo back to Strickler. Strickler trying to pass forward. Ball is still in play, inbounds. Nice run here, blocked by one of the Royals. Ball still in play until it's kicked out there by Bethel. That'll be a Storm throw-in. It's been all offense for the Storm for this past minute and a half, 2 minutes, hoping to get a score out of it. We had a few times in this last half where it was all the Storm, but we have yet to see the scoreboard reflect that as the ball's hit out again by Bethel for another Storm throw-in. And the whistle, never mind, the whistle's not blown. We have number 4, Sal Fratiani. Fratiani passing back to Hersom. Hersom passing over to Strickler. That'll be a long pass from Strickler. Trying to get it up the field to, I believe, Jack Hoops. But there's too much defense, and Griffin comes out, gets the ball. It's a long kick there. Kinnick Andrews has been doing some great work in this half as well. He is a junior out of West Des Moines, and he's been putting a lot of work on that far side of the field defending. He's been sort of everywhere, taking quite a few throw-ins as well. He just takes another one. And we have the whistle blown there for another foul against Bethel. So that'll be a Storm kick once again, taken by Grant Strickler. Strickler placing the ball exactly where the ref tells him. Lining up. We've got a small little wall here from Bethel. Couple players. This is a great opportunity for the Storm. Let's see if they could capitalize on it. Beautiful ball in. Headed out by one of the Royals, though. We've had some great passes there. They're just unable to find the heads of the red jerseys. The Royals jumping up and over, being able to clear those. But we've got another Storm throw in here. And possession back for the Storm. Shot on goal and a beautiful save there for Griffin Blocker once again. Very fitting name for a keeper, might I add, Blocker. And here he is. The little roll forward as he goes for a kick. That ball is going to go out of bounds there. Just a small attempt from the Storm, and that'll be a goal kick. He's getting the ball set up, killing a bit of time here, messing with his shin pads. See, he's told everyone to get far out once again. That'll be a long ball. And it finds the chest of one of the Bethel players. And there's a run. He's broken away from one of the defenders. And that's number 7, James Oberholzer. But it goes out of bounds. A little goal kick for the Storm. Passing over here on the sides, trying to gather themselves in position. Just a lot of work between these two people. And now a long pass back to Strickler, hopefully getting some time to breathe. Andrews. Ball's up the field, but it's headed by one of the Royals. But we see here, Fratiani is not having that. All right, here we've got a throw-in for the Royals, straight down the line. Sal Fratiani getting his head in there. Getting the ball back over to Strickler, I apologize. Strickler up the field to number 13, Zach Klein. Zach Klein trying to control it, but it's kicked out, I believe, by number 17, Jack Gerber. But the ball's back in Storm possession. With Fratiani passing up to Andrews. And a nice pass interception there. Fratiani. But we're seeing some great skills shown on the Royals side here as they slowly but surely work their way up to Storm defensive territory. Long pass over to the near side. Now, none of this here has been much of an offensive attempt, just trying to maintain possession of the ball and hopefully end up widening their lead at some point. But right now there's no rush for the Bethel Royals. Royals just happy to maintain possession between each other, making the Storm run after them and hope to intercept. That pass a little out front, but there's no red jerseys there to stop it. And now we see an attempt at a run up the field for Bethel. Bethel finally in Smpsn area, but the ball is picked up by Nate Hersom. Hersom looking toward his teammates. A nice overhand throw to the left side there. I believe that was to Andrews. Long pass there. And it finds the feet of number 13, Zach Klein. Klein who passes up, but it is kicked out and cleared by Griffin Blocker. Klein trying to put some pressure on here, but there's not enough red jerseys in the area. Royals maintaining possession, working forward. Quite a bit of debate still on this. And almost made it out of that without a foul, but one more push and a full tumble ends up making that a free kick for the Bethel Royals. The Royals working up the field. Slowly passing between each other, just like they've been doing for this whole second half. And there's an opportunity, a nice shot, a beautiful save for Nate Hersom. Wow. It's a great dive there. No catch, but that was serious danger for the Storm. And a great showing from the junior out of Urbandale. Royals are regrouping here. We've got about 29 minutes left in the second half. And a long kick forward, over, another shot on goal, and this one is picked up by Hersom. Hersom no longer in a rush here. Trying to see if he can get people to clear out, motioning his team, go forward. A bit too much action for the keeper right now. No one wants to see their keeper even need to move in a game. Nice attempt at a header there. It's just a little high off the top of the head. And the Royals are able to gain possession there. That's Strickler over to 4. Saw Fratiani and then picked up and thrown by Hersom. Till we could get a long kick on that left side here. Storm finally in Royal defensive territory. It's been a while since we've been on the offense in this half. And it's looking like a good opportunity here for the Storm to hopefully get some shots off. Great kick there, and it is saved by Griffin Blocker, blocking that goal. Nice dive to the right side there for him. And it was a good shot, just a great save as well. Storm regaining possession, a long ball through, and it's taken by the Royals, who were just able to get there faster and a little further down the field already. We have some beautiful skills on show there from Isaac Swenson. Just kind of showing off his footwork. And that pass back ends up in a long kick from Blocker. A kick that ends up being received by the Storm. Strickler passes over to 28 or 23. I apologize. And an opportunity for the Storm. A great shot. Blocked out. Almost a goal. And it's still in play. A pass out, and it's just too far wide. The Royals are able to get it out of danger. Wow. Strickler trying to keep that ball in, and he does. Passes up to Hoops. Hoops has been really involved, especially in this past minute. Bringing the ball up the field, he's been everywhere. And here we have some substitutions for both sides. It appears 4 for Bethel Royals and just 1 for the Smpsn Storm. Taking a bit of a breather. Pretty soon here we'll be having a bit of a break. Trying to let both teams get some water. And the throw in is going to be taken by Hooper. Or Hoops. Hoops throws the ball in. Well received. There's just Not many opportunities with how dense that Royals defense was there. It's passed long, headed by Fratiani over to Hersom. Hersom to Strickler. Strickler back to Hersom. And a long kick from Herson, headed by the Royals. .13 coming up the side, Zach Klein. Klein with a long pass across. Times out a header, ends up on the back of the neck a little bit more. That's a shot off, blocked by one of the players, and cleared off to the side there by Bethel. Had a lot of opportunities for the Storm, but it's been really hard to capitalize considering how well the defense for Bethel Royals have been doing. Now the same can definitely be said on both sides. There's an offsides call there. There haven't been many opportunities for either team, and any opportunities that do come off have been very well defended by the keepers. Both of them covering this goal like an iron curtain. Strickler up the field. Klein passes back. Downs up the field. And with this new possession from the Royals, might see them taking a bit of a breather one more time. Passing amongst themselves. Got a couple minutes until the end of this third quarter. And here we've got some more substitutions. Break here, and that'll be a throw-in on the sidelines for the Bethel Royals. Short throw-in, back to a pass, passing back to the defenders. Once again, we see the Royals happy to keep this ball and just long passes between themselves. Trying offensively, just a little too far forward, and now the Storm has a chance to move this ball up the field. And now they are having a couple substitutions as well. Throw in, it appears, is going to be taken by Jack Hoops. Hoops surveying the area. And there's that throw in. And it's cleared a bit by the Royals, straight back to Strickler, who almost hits the stands. All fans are okay, and it's a throw-in for the Royals. Here we see number 23, super fresh, coming out here, putting a lot of pressure as Andrew Loader on the Bethel defenders, making them clear that a bit faster than they were able to before. Here we see he's running at them again. Moving the ball between themselves. And that ball is intercepted again by the Storm, but pass attempt stopped by number 11 there, Cyrus Ludwig. Bit of a shot attempt there by Minty Shady. Shady passes back to Ludwig, and that goes out of bounds. A nice shot attempt there. And we'll take a minute. It appears there's a player down, calling out the trainers. I hope all is well. We're going to take a bit of a break here too as the teams go off the field. All right, we are back. He's walking off the field. We hope everything is all right there. And both teams are resetting here to start again at about 21, just over 21 minutes. Bit of a walkout. Hopefully both teams are a bit more rested, hydrated. It's about 102 degrees on the field right now. So, cannot be fun for anyone out there. But you cannot tell. Goal kick taken here. Straight up by... And it is received by number 11 on the Royals. Ludwig passing in. 17. Mitty Shady, but it's taken a bit by the Storm. We have a bit of a tumble here. Whistle blown. And that's going to be a foul. A yellow card, it appears. It's given out. And that'll be a free kick for the Storm. Once again taken by number 8, Grant Strickler. Strickler tossing the ball again. Doesn't get in trouble this time. Getting called out, however, by Minty Shady. And being forced to bring the ball back again. All right. Now we see that long ball. Beautiful pass there. Headed forward. Storm working to maintain. But it's going to end up being a throw-in for the Storm, taken by number 28, Jack Hoops. Hoops covering a lot of throw-ins for the second half. Straight in to freshman number 23, Andrew Loader. Loader trying to get something off, but it's defended well by the Royals. Pass up the field to Shady. Shady trying to get something, but it's taken back by the Storm. And it is picked up by Griffin Blocker. Blocker sending everyone out again, looking for a long kick up that field. Finds its way back into the Storm's feet. 13 to Loader. Loader who's there again. Tries to pass through. A nice through ball. There's no one there though. Storm trying to regain control here. Nice long pass forward there by Andrews. That ball picked up by Blocker. Blocker going for another kick. Loader putting pressure on him every time he goes for one of those. It hasn't stopped him, but definitely puts the thought in his head there. Brought back in, kicked up the field. Possession taken back by the Royals until it's intercepted there. Number 5, Parker Zeller. Kicked up the field by one of the Royals players. Long pass to the keeper. Makes him get out of goal a bit there. Loader running forward. Putting pressure on the keeper. And working up the field are the Royals. And there's a catch. Interesting calls here. We saw Nate Hersom had to dive over the Royals player in order to grab that ball. Didn't have much else of a choice, but we have a whistle blown here, so we'll see what the calling is. And we basically just took a minute to regroup and think about what happened as we have a kick here from Hersom. It finds its way to the feet of Ludwig. Ludwig working for the Royals to try and move that ball up the field. We've seen a bit more passing between themselves once again. And he's told to clear it, and he does. All the way up. But Strickler's there to head the ball forward to Hersom. Grabs that ball. Tells everyone once again, get away. Back out to the middle. And he's able to take a bit more time with this kick. No pressure put on him by the Royals. Pass off to the side. That goes out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Storm. I believe it's being taken by, looks like Kinnick Andrews. Up the field. A bit of a tumble for a Storm player there, and that'll be a foul. And a yellow card, not just a foul. Yellow card there. And that'll be a Storm free kick. Went out to take it. Everyone regrouping a little. Resending the ball over there. So wait for that whistle. Talking to the wall. Bit more reorganization here by the ref. Until we see that whistle blown. Kick into the box. Royals trying to clear it. Almost looks like a foosball match here. And attempted a shot. Nice header by Loader, but it's just out. And that was a big opportunity for the Storm. Unable to capitalize off that. You're really happy with that if you are a Royals fan, but it's a home Storm game. A lot of groans from the crowd here. And that's a goal kick here taken by Blocker. Readjusting. And here we go. Kicked off, nice and long. Received by the Storm so far. Ball's been up in the air, a lot of back and forth. We see a little tumble here, that'll be a foul. And a free kick there for Bethel Royals. A little adjustment here. Waiting for the go-ahead. Whistle blown. Long ball. And it is caught. Straight in the hands of Nate Hersom. Hersom making it look easy. Andrews up. We have the whistle blown once again. That'll be another kick for the Storm. Passed laterally by Fratiani over to Strickler. Strickler way up the field, and that's just going to be collected. Almost collected until now by Blocker. Blocker making everyone run up again. Only about 15 minutes left in the second half. Long pass up the field. That's received by Hersom. Hersom passing up to Strickler. Strickler back to Hersom. Hersom to Fratiani. Fratiani trying to pass up the field. It's taken back by the Royals, however. Off the foot of a Simpson player. That'll be a throw-in for Bethel. A lot of back and forth here once again. This hasn't really been dominated by either side in the second half. Or even at the end of the first half. It's just been a lot of switching of who has possession. Since that first goal, there's really hasn't been much. And even with that first goal, it wasn't necessarily a lot of possession for the Royals. It was just one of these runoff things. The ball caught here. Beautiful catch by Hersom. Once again, unafraid to get physical. A long punt down the sidelines there. And they're calling a foul on that after a little tumble by a Bethel player. Storm crowd not happy about that. But once again, the ref can see things that not everyone up here can. And so the whistle blows. And we see a double whistle here. And a little yellow card there. Taking too long. Whistle blown again. Off the chest of Minty. Bringing it in. Great footwork skill shown here. Long kick at the goal. Deflected. Goes out of bounds. It appears that's going to be a goal kick for the Storm. Oh, nope. Might have been a foul there or something. We're resetting here. Strickler. Passing up. Nice touch there. Zeller, but it's taken back by the Royals. Ludwig passing long, but it makes it into the feet of Kinnick Andrews. Clears the ball super high. Number 3 and McCray trying to get in there and get some control. Hard to do when the ball's bouncing that high. And the Royals running out once again. But there is Kinnick Andrews to kick that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Storm. Or, pardon me, corner kick on the Storm side for the Royals. Royals getting set up. We have about 13 minutes left in the second half. A lot of good soccer being played, just not a lot on that scoreboard right now. And that kick goes in, but it's cleared by the Storm. Straight all the way up. But taken back by the Royals. This blocker works to pass his team. Get that ball out of their defensive area. Try and switch it to an offensive mode once again. If you are on the Royals team, you're not too happy with this lead. Yes, you're up 1-0, but anything could happen at any time. And you want a bit more than one goal as a lead. We see a bit of a break. Storm player on the ground. Kind of scooching off. Getting helped up. He's hopping off the field, it looks like. Over to the trainer station. Let's hope everything's all right. The Storm with... Well, let's see here. They're figuring out if they're bringing someone else in right now. And they have someone else in. Back to starting again. That throw in for the Royals. Cleared by the Storm, but get tripped up a little there. A long pass over to Smpsn. Smpsn trying to get past the Storm defense. Good coverage from Hoops. And a small shot off there. A little slide, but there's not much power you can get behind that. It's kicked out by Nate Hersom after he gathers it. Moving up the field. Royals have position again. A great little kick there by Strickler. Strickler clearing that ball. It's going to go out of bounds. That might be a corner kick there for Bethel. And yep, it's a corner kick. $11 minutes left here. Taking their time. Getting into position. You know, as much as Bethel would like to score again, there's no point in rushing here when you're up 0-1. Taking a bit of time. And that kick is thrown. Out wide, 17. Passed in. Beautiful shot, beautiful save by Nate Hersom, my player of the game. And that's kicked forward by Hersom to Hoops. Ball is way up in the air. Foot of Strickler. Long kick by the Royals. And it's headed by Hersom. Looked like he took a minute to realize he was out of the box there. That ball is kicked forward. That's going to be a throw-in for the Bethel Royals. Whistle blown. And we've got a few substitutions here. Ball thrown in. That's going to go out of bounds. That should be a goal kick for the Storm. Herson passing forward up to Andrew Loader, that looked like. And once again, we're seeing this passing between Bethel Royals. Before we have that long shot up. It's got some speed on it, but it's stopped just barely in bounds. Strickler able to take the ball away. Storm not out of danger yet. And they take the ball away once again. A lot of good runs here for the Royals. Some great defense from the Smpsn Storm, not letting them get too many shots off. That's a long kick there. Stopped by Loader. Storm defense a little huddled up. Now they're clearing out. That is received there, I believe, by Sedlock. And the Royals have the ball once again. Storm putting a bit more pressure on them, not letting them keep this ball between themselves for too long. Hamer working. And the Storm running the ball up the field. On a run. Pass back. Shot off, and that is a field goal. Once again. A little talking to from the ref over here, but we're going to have a goal kick for the Bethel Royals. Blocker once again telling his team to get out there. These long kicks don't want to keep the ball on their side for too long. Off the back of his head. Strickler back to Hersom. Long kick to clear it. Headed inbounds. Makes its way to number 11, Amer. And then we're going to have a little foul there. And a big foul there. Not called as it's after time and looked like just a trip possibly. Here we have Strickler coming up. Taking a bit of time to get set, everyone finding their positions. Long ball. Straight through to the keeper. It's caught by blocker. Long punt once again. A few headers between people. Kicked up. And we have the whistle blown there. He got knocked down. Very unhappy. A few choice words let out there by Jack Gerber, told to calm down, but they get the foul anyway. All right, taken by number 5, Ryan Swanda. Swanda been playing some great defense here for the Royals. Everyone getting set, waiting for that whistle to be blown. There we go. Pass along the side. Able to get past him there, but that ball goes out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick. Hersom. Whistle blown here. We have a couple substitutions for the Bethel Royals. And about 6 minutes left in the second half of the game. Moving up the field once again. Blocked by the body of a Royals player. And they're playing keep away once again, making the Storm offense run after them. Chase a little bit there. Jack Hoops. Hoops running, trying to catch up to number 21, who's making a breakaway, Isaac Swenson. And it is stopped by Herson, but we're not out of danger yet. Another shot, and that one's a field goal for the Royals. And a goal kick for Herson. Only about 5 minutes left for the Storm here. They need to get something going offensively if they don't want to lose. Sure, no one's happy with the tie, but it's better than a loss. And the Royals are not having it. As much as they'd like to widen the gap, as long as there is a gap, they're happy. Strickler with a long pass through. Trying to make something happen, but it's taken back by the Royals. Royals running up the field. Long pass through. We've got a bit of a breakaway here. Goes past, and it's just out of bounds. Too far to the left. That was a great shot. Made it past Herson, but didn't matter. Herson setting up for his goal kick. Just a pass over to the left side. Getting its way up with Andrews. Andrews' pass is long. Bit contested by the Royals. And now they have possession. Storm trying to get it back. And they do. Sal Fratiani getting in the way, being able to get that ball back for the Storm. Nice through pass there. Makes it all the way over to number 13, Zach Klein. Zach Klein trying to beat the defender here. He's able to. Tries to get a through pass, but when you've got 5 white jerseys around 1 red one, it's real hard to make something happen. Little bit of a slide there by Andrews, and so it's going to be a throw-in for the Royals. Just over 3 minutes left in this second half. There's been 1 goal scored this whole time, and that was within 10 minutes in the first half, scored by number 10 for the Royals, Jordan Ross. Ross, who is a senior at a Maple Grove. He's been doing some great stuff. That was his 4th goal of this season with quite a few shots off. He's been a great offensive player for Bethel Royals. Long ball here, but there's a whistle blown. And so it's passed back to the goal. Strickler passing over to Fratiani. Fratiani dribbling up the field. Long pass. Hoping to make it up. And it is cleared by Blocker. Blocker running back to his goal as Strickler gets the ball. Passing up. Long pass there. I believe that was Downs. And a roll and a collection. Great work there by Blocker. Sedlock putting a bit of pressure on him there, but great kick. Storm has possession once again. There we go. That is cleared out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Bethel Royals. Moving up the field here. Trying to make something happen, but they're really stuck in this corner. And that goes out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for the Bethel Royals once again. This time very deep Storm defensive territory. Ball is kicked up and cleared. It's going to go out of bounds again. That should be another Royals throw-in, this time a little further up the field. Regrouping a little, trying to get out of the sea of red. Red Sea, so to speak, as they work their way up. Omar Amer working in. Long pass over. But we only have 1 minute left, and possession is taken back by the Bethel Royals. Number 20, Dylan Magistad, working up the field. Very physical here with Zach Klein. Klein trying to get the ball back. That's going to be a throw-in for the Royals. Royals number 21, Isaac Swenson. Swenson taking this throw-in down the line here. And it's kicked out once again by the Storm. Only about 30 seconds left. If you're a Royals player, you're happy to be in this position. Probably not going to widen the lead. But with only 25 seconds left, it's going to take a miracle for the Storm to score here. And it's kicked out once again. Trying to take out the fans here. Jack Gerber clearing that ball. Throw in for the Storm, taken by number 28. With 10 seconds left. Trying to make something happen. But we see everyone walking here. And that is going to be the end of the game. It is a great game between the Bethel Royals and the Simpson Storm. Not the outcome a lot of us hoped for going into this, but we can't deny that a lot of great football was played here. The final score, 0 Simpson, 1 Bethel. That only goal being scored by number 10, Jordan Ross. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and I hope you all have a lovely night. And I have been Arson Sadlier. Roll Storm.
Good ball, Dylan.
Are you guys the parents driving?
Come on, Jordy. Yes!
Hold on.
Possession taken back by the Royals.